Students across the country are using their First Amendment rights to protest the Second Amendment, and survivors of that school shooting in Florida plan marches in Flashpoint. That got our two guests talking. From the right, Mark Davis from 660 AM The Answer, and from the left, author and producer Katie Sherrod.
Thanks and good Sunday morning, everybody. We are in the month of student activism, to be sure. Some local walkouts, some national walkouts. I'm not a fan of the walkouts. You're in school. I'd say it if it were a pro-life walkout. You're in school, stay in school. Upcoming, of course, we have the March for Our Lives. The thing I'm concerned about is you and I have talked about this, and you made an interesting and compelling comparison to civil rights walkouts in the 60s. There was really no other side to that, and this is something that has another side, and I sense that there's a notion that these kids, not just the Parkland kids, but that their victimhood, their experience somehow confers expertise. And I don't know that it does.
Well, first of all, I do think there was another side to the civil rights movement. It was the pushback from the Klan.
Oh, but no, not
racism.
A principled one, right? Not one that any American would dare take.
But I think these walkouts are also pro-life walkouts. They're pro-life for the life of the students.
Oh, you're good.
And I think this is a huge opportunity for the schools to say to these kids, all right, do this, and here's why you can do it, First Amendment, and talk about civics and civic responsibility and paying your civic grant. And if you do it, here are the consequences that you will incur. So knowing all that, what is your decision to make? And treat the kids like the near adults they are, because we are going to draft them and let them go fight wars, so let's treat them like that.
You know, with a few seconds remaining, about that notion of adulthood being conferred at 18, which we can either like or not like, is there any argument you can make for denying an adult a constitutional right? The notion of saying you can't buy a gun, Dick's Sporting Goods, which they could do that. They're a business. Got that. Right. All good. But the law that says you can be 18, 19, and 20 and not buy a gun, that's crazy.
Well, we do it with alcohol.
That's crazy,
too. We do it with marriage. We do it with all sorts of things. Why are guns so special?
Because I think by the time you're an adult, you'd probably be able to do constitutional things.
I think you're opening up a whole nother discussion.
I do it for a living. What can I tell you? From the right, Mark Davis, 660 AM The Answer.
And from the left, Katie Sherrod.